Hey everybody, this is John. I'm going to go over some different type of screwdrivers, actually multi-screwdrivers. This is aimed at my tools and equipment class I teach over at the college, the guys who are in the building maintenance program. So you'll see here I have quite a spread. These are mine that I've collected over time. People have given them to me for presents and stuff. So we're going to start off. These are Klein. These are Mega Pro, and these are Southwire. This one is a vessel, and I'll talk about it specifically. And this one's a gear wrench, but it has a specific type I want to talk about. So, starting off, my Klein that I have here, it is the one that came out as a multi-nut driver. You can flop everything around, use it, and then has the bits inside. You can put into this. Like so. Like so. And then use it. Really like this. It's one of those, I was very happy to get the, be able to get all the parts for it. It's helped me out a lot in minimizing what I actually carry. And that's what I'm usually after, is minimizing what I carry. This is a Klein 11-in-1. It has a Schrader valve. And this is that combination drive for outlets and receptacles. Extremely handy. And this is just the way the other parts. Now, for those in my class, if you don't already know, these are nut drivers. So anytime you take something out, you can drive a different size nut, which makes this very handy as well. Now this, I know some people don't like this tool. I do, because it minimizes what I need to carry to work in a hot cabinet. Hot panel. So it's Phillips on one end, straight blade on the other. Very easy to use. I like it quite a bit. This is another multi, and actually the parts for it. This was a gift, and I'll never turn down a Klein tool gift. I like them quite. Actually, I won't turn down any tool gift ever. And then here's another one. There's the same thing. It just doesn't have as many nut drivers on it. Now, also in Klein tools, I have these specific screwdrivers I use when I'm working. And they're insulated for working hot. A number 1 Robertson, a number 2, and then I don't know, was it 1/8" blade, flat tip. These I use when I'm working in panels as well. Now, before I got this Klein, I was using this Mega Pro, and then I was carrying nut drive. I was carrying this Southwire multi nut driver, and carrying this Mega Pro. So this tool took place of 2 others that was already taking place of tools. Mega Pro I like quite a bit. They're handy. I have different tool bags when I'm for different things. So I usually keep this in with this one in an alternate tool bag, because if I'm doing, depends on what I'm doing and where I need to go. Now this Mega Pro here is all tamper-proof bits. This one's all hex, which I'll keep in a bag close by wherever I'm working, so that if I have a lot of hex to do. And this one says elevator, so it has a specialty bits in it as well. So, and Mega Pro is US made, so it's one of those things I liked. I got. So Southwire. This one is actually for reaming and for tightening screws on couplings. The reaming portion of this, I just included this because it looks like a screwdriver. And it's handy when I'm cutting pipe, bending pipe. Always good to have a reamer. I can do it with other things, but it's nice to have a reamer. This is a multi as well. It's Phillips, Phillips and flat. Southwire. This is a Southwire ratcheting. I've never really used ratcheting screwdrivers much, so I may or may not ever tinker with this. I'm just so used to using other screwdrivers that sometimes ratcheting gets in my way. But it's a good tool, especially if someone's starting out. They get a ratcheting screwdriver and they use it to begin with. It'll probably help them. And then I have a stubby multi-nut driver, and it's a 5-in-1. And then this one is a 6-in-1. Now it goes up to bigger sizes than my Klein, so it's handy to have around for things like that. And that pretty much ends it. So for my students, you just need to know that there's different. Oh no, it doesn't. I have Vessel. So Vessel, it's JIS, Japanese Industrial Standard. So if you're working on something that's Japanese and it looks like a Phillips, and your Phillips just isn't quite fitting, it's because it's Japanese Industrial Standard. They have a different Phillips tip. And then this one is a Posi, and they can't really show it to you in here. I'll show something in class on it. But a Posi drive has a Phillips outside and it has a small piece on the inside. And it's usually marked like PZ in whatever you're doing. Let me see if I can bring this up so you can see that. So you see how it's kind of like I can't tell if it's in focus or not. Phillips, and then it has those little marks on the inside. That's showing it's Posi. If something needs Posi drive, you need to use Posi drive on it. Depends on where your machinery comes from, what piece of equipment you're dealing with. All right, so that wraps this up.